Steven Carr, and today we are going to be talking about Precinct Strategy 101 and how we can get involved in our GOP. This is the main core process. This is the ground game. This is how it works, guys. If you don't know how the precinct strategy works, I'm going to walk you through it. I'm going to talk you through it one step at a time. The precinct strategy at the very lowest rung of the political office is the most powerful office there is in the country. Why? Because the precinct committeemen are the Republican Party. No Republican committeeman, no Republican committeeman, no Republican Party. There's the most powerful office in the country because when you think about, without the GOP, without the Republican Party, petitions for candidates would not get circulated. No voters would go out to vote without us door knocking doors. Candidates wouldn't win or be endorsed. It is the most powerful office in the country, guys. It is that simple, and it's real political power. The way I see it is, and the way you can do that is by calling your local GOP office, asking them if there's if your precinct seat or your voting precinct seat in the committee is vacant, and if it is at this time in Pennsylvania, then you call them and you ask them, can I be appointed to the precinct committee office from a precinct committee seat. It is the lowest rung, but it's the most powerful on it, because precinct committeemen then vote on county party leadership, and county party leadership then votes on state party leadership, and state party leadership then votes on RNC leadership. It's real political power. And I'm going to show you a display right now. If I can find it, for it. So here it is. As you can see, registered Republican voters, precinct committeemen. So voters vote on precinct committeemen. Then it's legislative district committee officers and county committee officers at the reorganization meeting, and state committee at the state committee reorganization meeting. Then you go down to state chair. They vote on the state chair. And then over here, you have state convention delegates and national committee and committee women and national convention delegates. That is how that works. Now, this is where you use your agency, guys. This is where you get involved in the ball game, as my friend Dan Schultz says it. This is and so forth. And then I'm now going to show you the problem. Why we are losing instead of winning. In 2008, well over half of the Republican Party's local committee volunteer voting members slots were vacant. And since 2010, all the way down to 2020. Now we're still in 2024. I don't have a graphic for that. Whose fault is it? It's the Republican conservatives' fault, like you. This is where you guys can get involved. This is what it looks like here. We can have vacant moderate conservatives. It says vacant moderate conservatives versus conservatives. It says high self-ideological split, no message, no ground game GOTV capability. 200,000 precinct committeeman seats. So that is what we look like now. This is what we could look like. Conservatives versus moderates. Says 100%. Conservatives, Make America Firsters, Second Amendment right people, and so forth outnumber moderates in the Republican Party. 100% strength and 75% conservative. 400% precinct committeemen. Precinct committeemen. Then you have this. It says this is what we look like now: a Republican Party at war with itself and at half strength. 100,000 others, 2,000 vacant, 100,000 Trump PCs or mega PCs. And then it goes right down. This is what we could look like, guys. A unified Republican Party with a 75% Trump majority and at full strength. Local committees, county committees, state committees, national committees, all the way down. It's a down. It's a bottom to top, not a top to bottom strategy. This is how it works. And if you don't know how to get appointed, like I said, I told you how to get appointed. If you want to run in the next 4 years, this is how it is done. So technically, in Pennsylvania, that I know of, that you go to your we precinct committeemen and state committeemen are elected every 4 years in the primary of the gubernatorial election, governor election, in the spring. And you go to your local county elections office. You get your petitions. You get them signed. In county here in Pennsylvania, you only need 10 plus signatures to get on ballot, or 10 write-in signatures on the ballot come election day on the primary. If you want your name on the ballot, you need 10 signatures. It's the best way to do it. You need them done in the count. You need them done in your own voting precinct, or voting precinct or township where you vote, and they need to be registered Republican voters, and they need to be 10 plus. Then you hand it into your elections office, and on May so and so, you're on the ballot for state committee or for county committee, and I think for state committee you need 10 signatures. You need state committee, you need 100 signatures. My bad. So that is how it's done. But this is how you change the party from inside the party. I'm sick and tired of seeing conservatives on Facebook, on Twitter saying, "Oh, we need to do this, we need to do that, we need a better party, we need better candidates." Well, we do need better candidates, but we don't have the time and money to do a new party. We make a new party from inside the new party. We make the mega conservative America First Party in the party, guys, and you get involved inside the party. If you're a registered Republican, you're not an elected voting member. You're just a registered affiliated member. You're just a Republican voter. Doesn't mean you're in the Republican Party. You need to be elected by your peers in the primary election and the gubernatorial. That is how it's done. That's how we do things. That's how we do things here in Pennsylvania. If we could fill 322 seats in York County GOP with America Firsters in every voting precinct. We won't need consultants. We only need consultants when we have people doing it for free who love America. Because consultants are just leeches who want to take your money away. We could put up great candidates as well. And that's part of our job as a precinct committeeman here in Pennsylvania, is putting up candidates to run, finding candidates to run for these local elections, school board elections, school board candidates, judge of elections, township supervisors, county clerks, county sheriffs, and so forth, county recorders and county treasurer. They are all up in the 2027 election here in Pennsylvania. I'm not sure where you guys are at, but these are things that we need to start doing. And I'm here to show you the process and tell you the process of doing it, so people can start getting involved. Use your agency, guys. We are in a fight for the heart of America's soul here, to keep America and Pennsylvania alive, because Pennsylvania is the freedom state. Pennsylvania is the liberty state. Freedom is the keystone, or Pennsylvania is the keystone state, and it's where freedom was made. And if we don't keep it, we're going to end up like Virginia. We're going to end up like Virginia with gun rights taken away. In fact, right here, right now in Pennsylvania House, Democrats are trying to pass a legislation to keep your guns locked up in your own house. So you'll be fumbling through blocks. You'll be fumbling through locks before the enemy in your house, enemy invades your house, gets tries to rob you or kill you or murder you in your own house. People don't understand the doctrine castle, which is biblical. A man's house is his castle, and it's in Exodus. I believe it's in Exodus. Forget what chapter it is, but your castle must be protected at all times. If this does not make you mad and mad enough, and we also have Josh Shapiro on the other end trying to pass data centers in Pennsylvania and rural counties in Pennsylvania. This is time to take control back of Pennsylvania. This is time to take control back of your own county, of your own state, of your own voting precinct. This is where you get to choose, because in the precinct strategy, in the precinct commitment, in the GOP, you get to decide who you want to circulate petitions for to get on the ballot. You get to choose who you want to endorse or not to endorse for county GOP and state GOP candidates. This is the ultimate fight back for the heart and soul of America, guys. And right now, Republicans are in margin with independents in the thousands, and Democrats in the 90,000s, and Republicans in the 161,000 registered. And it's time to take back our country, take back our state. Time to get involved. In fact, I'm going to show you right here. If you can see it, it says conservatives could be more politically powerful if they united and organized inside the Republican Party committees where they live to fill the 200,000 vacant Republican Party precinct committeeman slots in their own voting precincts. That's half of the whole number of 400,000 slots to take over the control of the party from the establishment fake Republican do-nothing imposters running it now. Will you stand up and act? Stand up and act. That is how we get involved, guys. This could be you fighting back for your country, blue-collar workers, mama bears, parents, conservative parents getting involved, not just in the precinct, but also in your school boards, also in your county elections, and running for these county and statewide elections, guys. A lot of people don't understand this, and people need to understand how to get involved. This is how we win. This is how we take back our state, how we take back our country from inside the party. It starts now, guys, and it starts with you. You are the party of the people, and this is how we get involved and how we do it. Again, I'm going to show you real quickly. Registered Republicans at the May primary gubernatorial election for governor. Vote on precinct committeemen and state committeemen, legislative district committee officers and county committee officers and state committeemen. And then they vote on the state chair. And then later on, then the precinct committeemen vote on state convention delegates and national committeemen and national committeewomen and national convention delegates. Again, this is how it is done, guys. And we need to get involved. If you're not listening to this, this is important, because I'm sharing the information for you. I'm explaining it to you. We need to get involved. We need to stay involved, guys, and get involved here and now. We got troops on the ground already. We got PA Chase with Cliff Maloney chasing ballots, Turning Point getting people registered to vote. We got new party leadership here in Pennsylvania now, with reorganization of the meeting of chairs and voting on new chairs and so forth. It is time to start getting involved, and it's time to start using your agency. Action, action, action. This is a fight for America. It's a fight to stay alive here, to take out communism and socialism in your state. Well, thank you for your time.